Live greener. You see it everywhere. In stores, on television, in magazines. But what is the real message here?
People are being taught that to be sustainable, they need to buy things that are green. But what the message should be, in my opinion, is stop buying. And when you must buy for longevity, not disposability.
Tonight on 2020, we'll take a closer look at the campaign for consumption. And now, John Stossel.
Good evening, I'm John Stossel. Who doesn't love strolling the home decor aisles at Target? Or watching those peppy HGTV design show hosts make magic out of particle board and hot glue? Or finding clever tutorials on Pinterest about how to make art out of empty toilet paper tubes? And all under the guise of being sustainable and economical. There's something else all of these things have in common. They don't withstand the test of time. Graham Hill is a writer, designer, and entrepreneur. He's also an advocate for what he calls an edited life. He spoke on this very topic at the 2011 TED Conference.
Did you know that we Americans have about 3 times the amount of space we did 50 years ago? So you'd think with all this extra space, we'd have plenty of room for all our stuff, right?
But Hill says that's not the case, as evidenced by the multi-billion-dollar industry of self-storage.
So I want to suggest that less stuff and less space are going to equal smaller footprint. It's actually a great way to save you some money, and it's going to give you a little more ease in your life. So I started a project called Life Edited at lifeedited.org.
Lifeedited.org features articles, advice, and yes, even product suggestions for a simpler life. And now, Barbara Walters.
Hello, I'm Barbara Walters. Janine Benyus is a natural sciences author and innovation consultant. She talks in her most recent book, Biomimicry: Innovation Inspired by Nature, about the optimization rather than maximization that is seen in nature, and how we should all learn to slow down the excessive waste of materials, emphasizing the quality over quantity of new things. According to your research, how much of what we own becomes waste?
Unfortunately, the numbers are overwhelming. As of 1997, about 85% of all manufactured materials became waste. That's why I believe we need to shift the emphasis to manufacturing longer living designs.
Do you think that's possible in this day and age?
It is absolutely possible. Japan did it in the 1960s with their quality revolution. They were able to improve quality and increase profits. Cheap, homogenized items became less desirable to the consumer.
How does technology play into all of this? Gadgets are constantly being upgraded and become obsolete so quickly. What is your reaction to that?
Well, what the marketplace needs is a paradigm shift. If the emphasis were on maintenance, remanufacturing, and upgrading of existing gadgets rather than on replacing them, it would be much better for the environment and greatly decrease manufacturers' production spending. Designing for longevity, living an edited life. Are these the ideologies of the future? Some say that's not realistic. Stuart Walker is an author and designer who says that consumer habits won't change. Therefore, products must be designed for humility. Tell me, Mr. Walker, what does designing for humility mean?
Design for humility is a realistic approach to sustainability. Basically, it says if people are going to excessively consume, which they are, then we as designers should take that into account when deciding how a product is produced. Use fewer materials, use renewable resources, ensure it's biodegradable, etc.
So which is it? Fewer possessions but higher quality, or an abundance of possessions which are made responsibly? The answer is in your hands. That's our show for the evening. From all of us at 2020, good night.
Oops. We should do an outtakes reel.
We should.
I think we will.
I don't know where your head is. There you go.
I kind of
I'll dress like this every day.
Take 150.
Okay. Ensure it's biodegradable.
We should all learn to slow down.
Sorry, go on. I'm not going to do it again. Okay.
No, it's so hard not to do. I